What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of BlockHash. We're going to do some chart analysis. We're going to look at XRP, Ripple, once again, as they are about to launch their new stablecoin, RLUSD, Ripple USD stablecoin. Big deal. What is that going to mean? How's that going to affect the charts? We're going to look at that today. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as always. So, looking at Ripple today, obviously it's up about 3% on the market, kind of tailing a little bit with Bitcoin's move up to almost 107,000 today, which is nice to see. There's a little bit of excitement now that there's a use case on Ripple Ledger, and maybe this will amount to more volume, more attraction, TVL into the ecosystem, and overall growth. Obviously, since the election day, November 5th, most of the market has been on a tear towards the upside. Ripple has kind of gone sideways and done, its thing since about the 1st of December, like most of the market, but it's starting to show a little bit of movement to the upside, getting to 252, 257, maybe the highest today. We'll see where it continues to go. But this is an opportunity for it to really break out. And we're backed out here on the daily, and it already, it looks hard to chart. So we're going to try and back out as much as possible to give you guys some clarity on where it was in 2021, which was sitting at just $1.90. Obviously, that wasn't its all-time high, and obviously this is the highest it's been in a long time, since at least 2017, 2018, when it went clear up to $3.5, depending on what exchange you look at. So it looks like it's heading that direction. That's the trajectory, which is fantastic to see. On the daily, we're likely going to see one of a couple things here. If we can hold this moving average on the Bollinger Band, likely we eventually see Ripple move to the upside. Maybe we start heading towards that 330 mark, which would be fantastic to see if it can break through. I should probably draw a bit of a trend line here so you can see where that used to be. This is very rough, but I'll go back in a couple of minutes and see if I can attach it to the actual all-time high here on the Binance version of the chart, which should have it. But yeah, at some point, if it's going to make this move, it's going to have to come up to this level, and I imagine there'll be some resistance at that area before it continues to the upside. So we'll be looking for that very carefully. So potential that this, doesn't break all the way. Maybe it comes down and hits the Bollinger Band. We have a further pullback in the market. Maybe this ends up swinging out all the way into the spring. Another potential, factor there. What's nice to look at is on the moving averages. I got to close out this Bollinger Band in order to show it. Really annoying thing about TradingView is, all right. So the red line is the 20 EMA. It's held that pretty well when it came back down just about a week ago and hit it at about $2, $1.95. It seemed to bounce off that. So that's a good sign in the short term that's really moving in the right direction. And then you have the 50, the 100, and the 200 like way, way down here. So there's a potential that if it broke through the 20, it could back test all the way down to the orange line next, which could put us very close to $1.60, $1.50, depending on, where this is at, maybe slightly higher, maybe closer to $1.70, $1.80. But those pullbacks are all possibilities, but it looks like it's holding and moving in the right direction. And these trends, tend to show that XRP is wanting to get to that upper boundary, and odds are we'll likely end up getting there. So other things to keep in mind, RSI is definitely on the daily overbought still. It's starting to come back and retest that top of the deviation there on the RSI, but this could be an area where it can't hold that level and it needs to come through and mediate itself. So you might see more sell pressure come in. So far, it's been very, very bullish and in that overbought area for a while. So we need to be cautious of that just in case. And the MACD is likely going to be very similar. We'll go ahead and pull that up too real quick just for reference. But the MACD is the blue line through the moving average, which is that red line, showing that it's already came back a degree. It's not as overbought on the MACD, which is actually a good sign, but it definitely could continue in that direction. So I'm thinking, as long as we can, keep moving sideways and chugging along, that maybe these indicators will start to completely flatten out. That'll be a good sign. Right now, there is a risk of it, selling a bit more, but we're hoping for is that this momentum today, you have Bitcoin already 107, XLM 43, tailing XRP, which is at 252, that this momentum will keep it going heading into the rest of December. And by the time we get to January, we'll really see that bull market kick in. So it's all a matter of time, momentum, how do people react to this market and how do things end up playing out? We jump into the 30-day, you can see a little bit more of the intraday volatility for XRP. And it's really been quite quiet since the 10th of December. 6 days later, you're seeing that momentum really kick up. And that's a good sign to see that it's wanting to push higher to that upside. But again, there's these micro resistance areas around 261, 264, a little higher up at 268 that it's got to really get through. And then obviously there's a big one here at 277 and an ultimate one around 285 to 289. So we really got to clear as high as 290 to say that we're moving into price discovery once again. But it's encouraging. We'll see if this move can create some momentum and it can keep going. And we'll see if any of this dilutes into the rest of the altcoin market as well, as it tends to over time. So we'll keep an eye on that. Exciting day. Great things for XRP. Let me know what you guys think about the stable coin that is coming out. It'll be exciting to see how that plays out on XRP's ledger. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays.